Okay, folks. So what we're gonna do here today, man, is we got a slab of ribs here. A lot of people call them Louisiana style. But now what we're gonna talk about real quick, man, is this membrane right here in the back. Now a lot of people want to take this membrane off because, you know, the seasoning and stuff like that or whatever will not penetrate this as well as it should. A lot of people will cross hatch it, and that's what I'm going to do, and that is just to come across, you know, and basically just what it sounds like. You're going to cross hatch just like that, and you're going to get where that stuff will go in there and get in deep, because I like to leave that on as a precaution, you know what I mean? It leaves some of the moisture in the meat and stuff like that. What we're going to be seasoning with, man, as always, we got that Kracka boy. Best seasoning on the market, man. It's a local seasoning here. I've tried seasonings from all over the place, and man, this shit is just, it's good. And then we got this gator hammock cooter rub. Y'all seen this before. It's really good stuff too. And we're just going to season the hell out of these ribs. And then again, y'all seen it before. It is the Everglades seasoning. I love this stuff, man. It comes in a couple different flavors. I like the original, but they have a heat, man, that is real good too, as well. So now what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna rub it in. Give the meat a little rub, you know what I mean? Make it feel nice and loved. We're gonna come right back with the gator hammock. Plenty of seasoning, like I said before, and I'm gonna let these sit up overnight. I'm cooking these tomorrow, so I'm gonna let them sit in the fridge for 24 hours. 2 hours before I pull them off, I'm gonna pull it out of the fridge. So like I said, man, put plenty of seasoning on it, and then just, you want to rub it in. And make sure, folks, as y'all can see, man, I've been touching a pork product here. Okay. Now what you're going to want to do after you're touching a pork product is you're going to want to wash your hands. Then you're going to get you a wet cloth, man, and you want to wipe all your seasonings down, because you've touched pork and then you've touched your seasoning packets, and it's always good to keep the outside of your seasoning real clean. You don't want to cross-contaminate anything. And then, you know, you don't want seasoning with damn, you know, pork or chicken or whatever else you was making on the seasoning sitting up in your cabinets. Everybody, man, and we are gonna be barbecuing these ribs today. So what I want to talk about real quick, man, is indirect heat. Okay, now indirect heat is basically what it sounds like. Is whenever you put a heat source here and then you basically cook over here. Okay, so make sure your surface is always clean, you know what I mean, from your grill. Clean it afterwards and before. I like to put mine over the coals. That way it burns off some of the stuff and you can clean some of the stuff. Okay, and now once I get my coals start to go like this here, where they start to whiten up and we still got some black on them, that's when I want to come in with some of this pecan wood here that I got and just put a couple pieces on there. Because what we're going to be doing is we're not going to be fully smoking these ribs, but what we're going to be doing is indirect heat. So it's kind of like grilling, and we'll be smoking at the same time. So with that being said, it's going to put some smoke on it, and it's going to put that heat to it. So this is going to be about a 2-hour cook. And once we start cooking, man, I'll get back with y'all. As y'all can see, man, the coals is got right. We also got our wood on there. It's got right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and we're going to put this slab down. And as y'all can see, coals are nice and hot. The grill's nice and hot. Lay this sumbitch sideways and we're going to let it cook for a while. Okay? Now, you're going to let this cook, man, for about an hour on both sides. Okay? And then I'm going to come back to y'all and show y'all a little secret, man, get y'all right. So now we got the ribs done. And as you can see, well, I say done, but they're ready for the next step. You can see the fold over, and you can also look here at the bones as they are pulling away from the meat. Okay? Now, a lot of people here will call this a crutch, or you know, they call it a Texas crutch, or some people just call it a crutch. But what we're going to do is take this, put it in our aluminum foil, and then we're going to take our sauce that we made in there, and we're going to put it all over this, all over these ribs. Okay? And we're going to do this on both sides. I mean, you don't have to put a ton of sauce. You're basically just, you know what I mean, dipping it or whatever you want to call it. So we're going to do this on both sides here. And remember, folks, the heat that we're cooking this at these times that I'm telling you, I can't tell you how much wood to put on your grill and stuff like that, because I don't know how your grill cooks. But the temperature I'm cooking at is right around 250 degrees. And that's whenever I tell y'all I'm leaving it on for 1 hour on one side. I'm flipping it over for another hour. And then we're going to put this crutch in here, and we are going to leave it on for about another hour. So make sure you cover your meat with the sauce, and then you're going to close it all up in here. And for y'all who don't know, man, I make my own sauces, okay? But there's a lot of times, man, that I don't make my own sauce. But what I do is a doctored up sauce. So I take a regular sauce or whatever from the store, and I doctor it up to my flavor, my taste profile, or whatever. And make sure you don't use all the sauce, because, you know what I mean, your family might want to use some of that afterwards. So I made a video on this sauce here. This is basically a Carolina mustard sauce, and with my own twist and own kink on it. So if you want to check out that video, man, there will be a link in the description below. It's going to be over on my wife's channel, Living with the Lindsays. A lot of y'all know her from the chats and stuff like that. So it's going to be over on her channel. I'll put the link in the description to her channel. Make sure y'all go over there and subscribe and stuff like that. We're going to be putting up some content over there for y'all to enjoy, as well as on my channel. So make sure y'all go check that out. Like I said, the link will be in the description below. And go over there and sub. Tell her you're a member of Camp Life. Folks, man, now we are done with the ribs. So we're going to open these puppies up, see what we got, man. The whole total cook time on that, man, was 3 hours. And oh my God, bruh. Would you look at them motherfuckers right there. Oh my God, bruh. See if we can even keep the bone on it. Bruh. Oh my God. Just a simple, you know what I mean, barbecue, man, that anybody can do at their house, you know what I mean? And it's just, that's what I like to do, man. I like to do a simple barbecue that all y'all can do at y'all house and just enjoy it with your families and stuff like that. That's a bone there. But as y'all can see, man, it's hard to keep these. I'm sorry. We ain't even doing bone-in ribs. We doing boneless ribs around here. Let's get this taste real quick. Oh my God, bro. That's almost better than pussy.